Hey guys, it's Holly. So last month I made a video where I ranked every single MCU movie except The Incredible Hulk purely based on its Lego sets. And when I had the idea for that video, I knew I had to do the exact same with Lego Harry Potter. I mean, how could I not? Now it's the 20th anniversary of the theme this year, and while technically we didn't get sets every single year out of those 20 years, we sure have gotten a lot, including a lot of remakes, and there's been a definite skew towards some films more than others, if you know what I mean. So why would I sit here and sort of talk about the way that the film was done, or which is more book accurate, or how great the CGI was and the acting, when I can purely judge it based off how good a toy company replicated things, which is still very personal to my taste, but that doesn't matter because it's just for fun. Oh my gosh, Hermione, no. Now, unlike Marvel, we're only dealing with 8 movies here, and you'd think there would be a lot more of an even distribution of Lego product. It's not. So starting off on the list at the very bottom, we have At Least We Saved Money. If you follow the Lego brand closely like I do, you know exactly what one's going here. So moving up to the next one. And we have the Black Widow tier. I mean, it's good in some ways, but for the most part, it's just not that amazing. It's pretty forgettable for the most part, besides a few key things like Yelena, for example. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it means that there is just so much room for improvement. In the middle, we have Lego Star Wars. Now, Star Wars fanboys, please don't come after me for this one. I'm not saying that Lego Star Wars is a bad theme. I'm just saying with Lego Star Wars, there's some sets that are an absolute hit, and then there's a lot of misses and a lot of repetition and things like that. Do you get where I'm going with this? You look at Lego Star Wars and it's just original trilogy, everything. It's really expensive. There are some sets that just feel like they are lacking so much, and then there'll be that one amazing product. So that's why I've put Lego Star Wars in the middle, okay? No hate to Lego Star Wars. It just could be so much better than it is. Second to the top, we have one of my favorite tier names that I've come up with, and that is On Board for Delivery. Because when you just get that email or that text message, or you go and check your tracking information, honestly, it makes your day. You go and stalk your packages like a hawk, and there is just nothing more exciting than hearing On Board for Delivery besides the moment that the package actually arrives. So it's the best thing you can get, next to perfection, I feel like. I mean, the jump from Lego Star Wars to On Board for Delivery, I feel is quite large, but it's not that bad. Whereas the jump from On Board to Delivery to Alan Rickman as Snape, on the other hand, is a much smaller difference. I mean, I had to name it this tier. You cannot tell me another actor that would be perfect for Snape. I'm sorry, no, Alan Rickman was the best choice. Whoever the casting director was needs an award. It was fantastic. I mean, especially after watching Love Actually, you already hate Alan Rickman, so why not make him a character that for majority of the series you want to hate too? All right, let's get crack-a-lacking at the very bottom. And I mean, we all know that this was coming. If you're a Harry Potter fan, if you're a Lego fan, you know that this is going at the bottom, and that is Deathly Hallows Part 1. I'm sorry, but it's just atrocious. It's going at the At Least We've Saved Money. We have never gotten anything from the Deathly Hallows Part 1. How long has it been since that movie came out? It's been what, 10 years, 11 years, and we have not gotten a single thing. From the Deathly Hallows Part 1, there are so many things. Xenophilius Lovegood's house, come on. The Ministry of Magic, that would be amazing. The Forest of Dean, you could have a little tent, think Indiana Jones, and then Doe Patronus. It would be so good. Not to mention the fact that you could literally do Malfoy Manor, and there were preliminary images of that. It never happened. It got cancelled. I don't know why. It would make such a cute little playset, but Lego just won't do it. We haven't even gotten a minifigure from the CMF. We literally have James and Lily Potter, but not a single person, not a single outfit from the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This next one could be kind of controversial, but I'm gonna put the Goblet of Fire inside on board for delivery. Now, hear me out. I know that the first wave of Goblet of Fire only had like what, 4 sets, 3 sets, the Hungarian Horntail, like the Graveyard Jewel, the Domstrong ship, and like the Mer people, and that was like tiny. The only reason it's expensive is because like there's a lot of cool exclusive figures in that, yada yada yada. Then we got to 2019, right, and we had the Clock Tower, and we had the Rise of Voldemort, just putting that out there. You had the Beauxbatons carriage. You also have an advent calendar. Goblet of Fire has gotten so many sets for a movie that I personally feel like is literally like the darkest in terms of theming. We have so many sets. It's insane. And honestly, the Goblet of Fire might sometime, you know, be really cheesy and all that, but you cannot tell me that its Lego sets did not slap. Like, we got Fred and George in like their like Christmassy outfits with like the little Hungarian Horntail things. We had a Hungarian Horntail set twice. I mean, the second dragon kind of sucks. Lego treated the Goblet of Fire with so much respect, especially when the theme got revived, and it just makes me so happy. In terms of Alan Rickman as Snape, there is a very, very clear winner here, and that is the Chamber of Secrets. Hands down, the Chamber of Secrets has gotten the most amount of love from Lego. Firstly, we had the entirety of the Chamber of Secrets wave back in 2002, which had that original Chamber of Secrets set, which was amazing. The Whomping Willow set was really, really cool. I love the Whomping Willow build, not to mention the Privet Drive remake. Oh my gosh, I love the design of that set so much. And that's like not even talking about the giant, beautiful masterpiece D2C that is Diagon Alley. I love this thing. I mean, admittedly, you could argue that it's also like Half-Blood Prince themed just because of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. Literally take that out of it, it's a Chamber of Secrets set. The Chamber of Secrets is a great film. Is it my favorite? No. Is it up there? Yeah. But there is no doubt in my mind that the Chamber of Secrets has literally the best Harry Potter sets of all time. They are just so great, so detailed. I mean, the new Chamber of Secrets, is it lacking? Yeah, but that whole modular castle layout was amazing. The minifigures were amazing. The molded basilisk looks incredible. I just absolutely love it. Heading into the Black Widow tier, again, this shouldn't really come as a surprise, but it's the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I mean, admittedly, it's gotten more love than the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Like, we had Harry's death scene. We also had the battle for Hogwarts, again, where people die. Out of all the things for Lego to make, it's interesting that they chose Harry's death scene. And then we've also got a grip hook minifigure, the Hermione Dimensions figure. I mean, I'm gonna argue that like the original Diagon Alley was, no it's not, it's Half-Blood Prince themed. Never mind, I think that's it. The Battle for Hogwarts I feel like is the best out of that bunch because like it makes sense. Like it had the greatest mix of minifigures. I feel like it was a really solid set. I love having the bridge. It's fantastic. I mean, it didn't really capture any part of the castle that was really shown in the battle. I mean, we're all sat here waiting for a giant D2C Gringotts that blends in with Diagon Alley. It makes sense. Give us the Iron Belly. Like, I mean, the Deathly Hallows is literally the giant finale. Everything's leading up to that. There are so many ideas that I could have of things that you could do in like Piecewise and still be like very friendly. Like there are so many things that I want, like Harry in his final outfit, Ron, an updated Hermione in her outfit. Aberforth would be awesome as well. I really hope that like one day, smack bang in the middle, I really want to put the Half-Blood Prince. The Half-Blood Prince, again, just like the Deathly Hallows Part 1, just had like nothing. We had the Burrow like way back when, and that was it. And then luckily the reboot gave us the Astronomy Tower as well as Attack on the Burrow. We also got a couple of figures which was really cool. I mean, most of them Slug Club themed. Luckily we got Weasley's Wizard Wheezes because that is 100% the greatest thing that we've ever gotten from the Half-Blood Prince. I mean, I would argue that like the original Diagon Alley as well is Half-Blood Prince theme because of the Vanishing Cabinet, not to mention sort of the outfits and the Weasley twins. I'm gonna sort of lean towards that. But besides that, it all feels like very basic. I mean, the Astronomy Tower didn't really scream Half-Blood Prince to me besides like the Slug Club table. Also at the very top in the Alan Rickman tier, I want to put the Prisoner of Azkaban. I absolutely love the original Prisoner of Azkaban wave. We had the motorized Hogwarts Express. That Hogwarts castle as well looked spectacular. Draco's encounter with Buckbeak was a really solid small set as well. It was insane. And then we had the night bus, we had the mini night bus polybag promo, then we had an updated night bus and another updated night bus and the Monster Book of Monsters, Hagrid's hut being like the one actual Hagrid's hut set that looks like Hagrid's hut. That was a really big win for me personally. Not to mention the 2018 Hogwarts Express with the beautiful platform that it has. I mean, again, it wasn't really particularly tied into it all that much, but it worked really well as a Prisoner of Azkaban set and I absolutely love it. There wasn't too many like exclusive minifigures in terms of like the CMFs and all that. I mean, we got Boggart Snape in an update in like the Bricktober pack, which I absolutely love that figure. It's just such a shame that he's the only really like super exclusive version. Also in the Black Widow tier, I really want to put the Order of the Phoenix. I just feel like the Order of the Phoenix got completely forgotten about pretty much. In 2007, we had one set and the best thing about that set was literally Umbridge and the greenhouse. But like besides that, we hadn't gotten anything for years. We had like Umbridge's encounter, which was weak. I mean, it was good, but it was weak. The Room of Requirement was amazing, but it's a tiny set. I mean, there was a couple of minifigures here and there, but nothing really amazing. I mean, Bricktober Umbridge is literally like the peak of the Order of the Phoenix. There was just nothing to it. And lastly, in the On Board for Delivery tier, we have the original film itself, The Philosopher's Stone. I feel like The Philosopher's Stone had some really solid sets, but I don't know, I just don't think it has that same like magic and charm, ironic terms to be using, as the Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban. I mean, I love the chessboard, it's amazing. The 2018 Great Hall, again, is spectacular. The Quidditch match from 2018 was a lot of fun. It was a tiny bit lackluster in some parts, but it's still really rememberable and still really recognizable, and I feel like that's purely because of the amount of sets that LEGO is shoving down our throats. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm loving absolutely all of them, but you know, let's spread it out across a lot of the other movies too, please. So that is my entire Harry Potter ranking, sorting the movies purely based by their LEGO sets. I really hope that we get some Deathly Hallows stuff. I've got my fingers crossed for the future. This upcoming wave is looking promising. I'm going to be excited as well for the summer wave, but let me know your thoughts and let me know your ranking as well. What would you put at the very top and what would you put at the very bottom? And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.